everybody. It's Casey jumping in on the show today here on the Wall to Wall Country Show. I know you guys know I'm not in the area yet. I will be coming home very soon and taking back over the controls of the Wall to Wall Country Show from within the studios in Pennsylvania. But however, today I'm still calling you, reaching out to you from Florida. As you well know, I don't like missing an interview, so we've got ourselves patched together through the PPR studios in Pennsylvania. And my artist today is a lovely lady that has an amazing story to tell. She's got a brand new album out there. We're going to be chatting about some of the songs on the album. She's a musician, a writer. She calls herself an outlaw, an underdog. However, she's also a burn survivor. So she's got some inspirational stories as far as that's concerned as well. Please make welcome to the show, Miss Francie Krienitz. Hey, Francie. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
All right, Francie. Where are you calling in from? You're calling in from Texas today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Awesome. Well, listen, I appreciate you being on the show today. And I know you have an amazing story, and we could probably talk for hours. But unfortunately, we do need to keep it down just a little bit. But looking for some background information. Now, I already mentioned, you know, you are a musician and a writer and all that. And you consider yourself a rebel and an outlaw and an underdog. Why don't you go back in time and tell my listening audience a little bit about you and how you got to where you're at?
Well, I really started my musical stuff when I was really little. I used to sit with my grandpa, and he would be playing on his guitar, and I'd just sing along and dance and do all that stuff. And then when I was growing up, I grew up in choir and doing musicals, stuff like that. And I dabbled in a couple little bands here and there in high school, but I really didn't start doing much of anything until when I was about 21, 22, and my grandpa got Alzheimer's and passed away. And so when he passed away, I decided to pick up the guitar and start playing a little bit and singing again and doing all that. After I started doing all of that, I started playing shows, and then my accident happened, and then I just latched on to music as my way to pull myself through all of that.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about why you consider yourself a burn survivor so people can kind of understand this perspective that you're coming at and maybe help other people understand that you can come back from such a tragedy?
Yeah, what happened was for my birthday about 2.5 years ago now, I was having a crawfish boil, and I don't know if they have crawfish out on the East Coast, but you boil in this huge pot and with all these spices and stuff. I happened to be walking over to check on the crawfish pot, see how they were coming along, and the whole thing had a defect of some sort and fell over on me.
Oh, gosh.
And it hit my legs mid-thigh up and spilled down, and it ended up knocking me backwards. And I landed in what I call my best breakdance move. I landed with one hand up on the ground, one hand up in the air. So I ended up with a little over a quarter of my body burned with third and second degree burns. And I had a mix of scald burns and chemical burns because of all the spices that were in there.
Gosh.
And I ended up spending 11 days in the ICU and had really bad PTSD and depression and anxiety as a result of it. I was in an abusive relationship at the time, and so I ended up very isolated and alone. So it was a really, really rough time for me. And I ended up coming out the other side purely because of music and writing, honestly. Mm-hmm.
Well, they say music can be such a healer and inspiration and all that. And I'm sure, you know, people in your situation may feel very alone and struggling all by themselves and stuff. But I think it's important that you tell your story and people can go, wow, you know, maybe I can get out of this and I can go back to, you know, a normal life and I can, you know, be okay.
Yeah.
So that's
it's been a long road, but it's been a good one.
Aw, that's cool. So that's how, you know, you really started pushing for your music and really kind of working your way for you know, your goals of becoming a singer and songwriter and all that kind of stuff. You have a brand new project out there. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Cigarettes and Whiskey.
Yeah, my album is Cigarettes and Whiskey, and I wrote all of the songs on it. I recorded it at Stormy Cooper Media in Houston, Texas, and I used all of Roger Krager's players on that album, so it's great. I also used Chad Ware, who's also a wonderful lead guitar player on there. It's got a lot of different stuff on it. I mean, there's songs about bullying, there's songs about, how much I love Texas, there's songs about, heartbreak and the toxic relationship that I was in and stuff like that. It's a good mix of different kinds of music and different kinds of things. And it kind of is me on a plate, kind of just saying, here I am, here I'm out here, and here's what I'm doing.
That's awesome. Now you talked about one of your songs being about bullying. I'm getting the feeling that you're an advocate about things that you feel very passionate about.
I was bullied pretty hard in elementary school. I was always the weird kid, goofy one. I didn't have a whole lot of friends growing up just because I never really fit in anywhere. And then after I got burned, I was bullied pretty bad by other musicians, actually. And I heard a lot of judgmental things. Some of my ex-in-laws were making comments about my scars and stuff like that. And so it took all of that, and I just sat down one day, and I was just really upset. I just wrote the song I Won't Be Bothered, and it's every single thing in there is true.
Okay.
I was called, told that I wasn't girly enough. I've been told that I wasn't skinny enough. I've heard it all.
Okay. Well, and that's a shame because it's something that is definitely an issue in today's society. Everything from face-to-face bullying with kids to cyberbullying. So, for you to be putting out music that, again, might speak to someone who's feeling the same way, maybe they can make that connection. With the music that you're putting out there, Francie, are you finding that people are responding in that type of way? Is there any particular story that can come to mind about somebody who has reached out to you about some of these topics in your songs?
Yeah, actually, after I put out I Won't Be Bothered, I had several people come up to me at shows that said that they had heard it and that it helped them through their tough time, or they listened to it after they were impacted by bullying, and just to help push them through and know that they can rise above it, and don't let it bother you. It's just people reflecting of themselves. It has nothing to do with us.
Right.
It's the people that are doing the bullying that it looks bad on.
Awesome. Well, good words of advice to throw that back at the people who are the attackers rather than the one who's taking on the attack. Big, small, or it doesn't matter as long as it affects someone, in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, that's too bad. Well, let's talk about your single that you have. I believe this is the more current single, the one that's called The Same Mistake.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us a little bit about that. Since you've penned all the songs, I'm sure they all have deep meaning for you. What's this one a little bit about?
That one is about, it's a mixture of two different relationships that I was in that were very, very not good relationships. Also a story my friend told me of a toxic relationship that she was in. And it just has to do with really that coming and going, it's bad for you, you should probably leave, but you just, can't. Because you still love the person or whatever, and, you just are kind of stuck. And so you keep making that same mistake over and over again. And I've heard other people bring in different meanings. Somebody had come up to me and said, I love your song that was about, this, you couldn't stop seeing somebody that you shouldn't, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So people have brought several different meanings from it that I've heard. The reason that I wrote it was due to toxic relationships.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of addressed that the making of the same mistake over and over again.
Okay. Well, listen, we need to take a little bit of a break, Francie. If you can hang in there for a little bit, what I'd like to do is come back with that song and have everybody give it a listen. Can you hang in there for a couple minutes?
Absolutely.
Awesome. We're speaking with Francie Krienitz, and you can find out more about this girl. We're going to talk about that connectivity and how you can reach out to her and see where she's performing and stuff. And it's her name, Francie Krienitz. Now that's Francie, and her last name is Krienitz.com. Check her out, and she's got all kinds of great stuff on her website. But we're going to talk more to Francie about some other songs on this self-penned album. Cigarette and Whiskey is the name of the album. We're going to be back with more and with her right here on the Wall to Wall Country Show on PPR in just a minute. And there you had it, a little song called The Same Mistake. This is her single that's out there right now off the Cigarette and Whiskey album. How many songs are on this album, Francie?
I believe there are 8.
All right, 8 self-penned songs from this girl, writing from the heart, writing from experiences, things that speak to her, and whether you actually feel it in the same manner as she wrote it, but people are recognizing some things in these songs and getting back to her. This is her sophomore single that's out there. It's a little something called The Same Mistake. Again, one of 8 songs penned on the Cigarette and Whiskey album. How can they get their hands on this? Is this just electronic? Is it hard copy? Francie, tell people how they can get their hands on your music.
I have it. I have hard copies available for sale on my website, on Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, pretty much anywhere you can download and buy music, it's on there.
Okay, and hard copies from the website as well. Now, we were talking a little bit about I Don't Want to Be Bothered, and you mentioned that. We talked about possibly playing that one. Maybe we'll hit that one at the end of the interview. And then at the end of the show, I think we talked about playing that title track, Cigarette and Whiskey. You want to give us a little background on that tune?
Yeah, Cigarettes and Whiskey was another one that I wrote about, real life stuff, and is about, how somebody can be bad for you, like cigarettes and whiskey, but you can't stop. Mm-hmm. It's the same kind of a deal as The Same Mistake, just about those toxic relationships, people that probably aren't good for you, but you keep going back.
Okay.
And, whether it's like a little bit like an addiction, just those kinds of feelings.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're going to hit that one at the end of the show to remind people that if they missed the entire interview, they can listen in on Sunday as the entire show is recorded and played back on a Sunday morning so that they don't miss any of the fun interviews we have here. Francie, how about connectivity? How can people reach out to you and send you those messages? Are you on the social medias? Is it strictly through your website? Give us the scoop.
I'm on basically everything: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. My website is FrancieKrienitz.com, like you said earlier. There's also a little cheat sheet kind of website that I made. If people don't want to spell out my name, it's www.skvtexas.com. And sorry, my dog wants to help too. But yeah, I kind of made that so that people don't have to try and spell my name all the time. I'm on pretty much everything. You can find me anywhere. And Francie's such a hard name to find. You can pretty much type in Francie K and I pop up everywhere too.
Awesome. Francie, what about some things that are possibly in the upcoming in 2018? I know you do your little video segment. Looking forward to seeing some more of those. What's on the docket for Francie that you can tell us, maybe a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge of what your fans can be looking forward to?
Oh, yeah. I'm currently in the process of moving to North Texas, across the state a little bit, to there's better venues out there. So things are a little bit slower right now, but I'm hoping that in a couple of months, later this summer, to be putting out some more music. It's going to be a really cool, what we're shooting to do is a more kind of pulled back and acoustic style album of more songwritery kind of stuff. And so that should be really fun. And I think we're going to try and do that one as just one microphone as well, like where everybody's in one room with one microphone. It should be a really cool project. I'm hoping to get out at least another song on the radio. Other than that, just going wherever the road takes me, hoping to hit some new venues, new states, get around, and just keep playing.
And how about your video segments? I loved looking at and watching some of them. Is that something that you're going to be picking back up again and doing some more of those great videos?
Most definitely. I should be picking those back up here in the next couple weeks. Once I finish all my moving, it should be great.
Awesome. Lots of things that this girl has on her plate that she's going to be doing. You might want to check in with her. She's also is a semifinalist in the Texas Regional Radio and Music Awards and getting some notches on her belt, getting some performing out there, got a full calendar for doing some performing. If you're in Texas or in the, in and around the area, check this girl out. Again, it's Francie Krienitz, and it's KRIENITZ.com is the website. You can find her on all the social medias. Get your hands on that Cigarettes and Whiskey album, hard copies through her website and across all the electronic medias. And go out and see her and her dog. What's your dog's name?
Bandit.
All right.
He comes everywhere.
What's that?
He comes everywhere with me.
All right. So you can go see Francie and Bandit. Great stuff on her website. Well, listen, girl, I'm wishing you all the best of luck, and I hope everything, comes out, works out for you and stuff. I think you have a great inspirational story to share with people. And your music, of course, does it musically, so people can be healed with some things when they do listen in. Looking forward to more information. And if you have something new and exciting going on, again, let us know. We'll be glad to get you back on the show, Francie.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Well, we're going to say goodbye to Francie, and we're going to be playing that next tune, I Don't Want to Be Bothered. And don't forget, at the end of the show, with Bandit, a little something called Cigarettes and Whiskey. Take care, my girl, and good luck in everything you do, and stay in touch.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.